So we moved up to Babinda, and it was supposed to do the boulders yesterday. Rained all day, terrible day, so we just stayed in the caravan, didn't do too much of anything. But today the sun's come out somewhat, nice sort of calm day. So we've hired a couple of kayaks and we're going to do a 9k kayak down the river, basically to where our free camp is. Riley and Jess are in the front one. Ken's, Kelly and I are in the back one. And we just basically paddle with the flow. As I said, about 9k's. It does get a little bit technical in some spots. There's a few rapids in some spots, so it should be a good bit of fun. Beautiful clear creek.
You can see everything.
Yeah, so it should be a good day. We're just going to take our time. We've got him for a half day hire, and then he comes and picks us up when you're done. So I think it was about $80 per kayak for a half day hire, and that includes, yeah, getting picked up and all that sort of stuff, and the life jackets and things. So yeah, shows you how clear it is.
Imagine seeing little
Catching up to Jess and Riley. We've got our first little rapid here. They're about to go down.
You just let the current push you. I think they're struggling.
Jess is wet already.
We're
We having fun?
Yep.
Yeah, I've already got a wet butt. In that first little
We
rapid.
haven't even got one dry.
And we're about to go down some more.
More rapids.
Here we
Yes.
go.
Got a fair flow, Cans.
Let's grab the phone.
You keep us straight, Cans. You're steering. Good job, Cans. Go the other. Yeah, that's it, Kenza.
Nah, what are you doing? GoProing it.
One minute, 37 seconds later.
Well, that was a bit intense. He told us about this drop off that should have just been, you know, so high and you drop in, and that was fine. And the other side was a pretty rough rapid, so we thought, oh, we're definitely going to get wet going that way. We'll just do the drop off, we'll stay straight, it'll be fine. It wasn't. The kayak got stuck, sort of beached about halfway. Then the other kayak ran into us, pushed us sideways. We went under, didn't we, Cal? Yeah, Callie went underwater. Dad had to grab you. We put our phones and everything in this dry pouch that he gave us, so that was fine. But I wasn't expecting to fall out because it's not a rated whitewater rafting or anything. But obviously I'm not great at kayaking anyway. But my car keys are in my pocket, so I'm hoping that they're still going to work when we get back to the car. But yeah, so anyway, Mackenzie fell out. She then we were flowing way too fast to do anything, so I just had to throw her back in the kayak. I dove in. I like a drowned rat at the moment, but saturated, and yeah, lost my thong. We had to go down the river and grab it. Lost Mackenzie's thong. We got that, and now we've lost an occupant. She's had to dive in the other kayak, so we've got to go and find a bit of calm water to go and get her back in here, I suppose. But anyway, been a fun morning. What do you reckon? Did you go in the water?
Yeah.
You're all wet.
No.
But Daddy saved you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's happened, kids?
We lost the GoPro.
How did we lose the GoPro?
So the rapid, it told us to go left.
It's under the water.
he told us to go left, but we went up a bit. Like we went in too early, and Dad, Mackenzie, and Kelly flipped the kayak, and then
Anyway, we flipped the kayaks. Well, Dan's kayak. Mine didn't flip. We filled up with water, but we've lost the GoPro, which still had footage on it from yesterday, so that we hadn't downloaded, and footage from today, which would be good footage. So Dan's got back in by himself, and he's going to go upstream, which is quite difficult, to try and see if he can find it. We're not sure if they float or if they sink. We don't really know. It did have the case on it, like a water case. But we're going to just hang here for a bit. We've got our food, but everything's wet. And I still think we have a fair way to go. Yeah. So anyway, but we're all okay.
Yeah.
It was scary, wasn't it? Because you did fall out, and you didn't know what. And very soaked, but it was scary.
Dad lost the GoPro.
But we're okay.
Yep.
And hopefully Dad comes back, and if we get the GoPro back, that's a bonus. If we don't, that's just what's going to have to happen. We'll just have to move on. We will have to buy another one, but sucks we lost good footage from yesterday. My bad. I should have downloaded it last night, but I didn't. And yeah, we'll see how we go.
It out because I was filming a little bit underwater just before, and I sat it in the cup holder, and next minute I had to grab Callie underwater, and when we got down here I realised that the GoPro wasn't there anymore. So we've lost that, and the worst thing is we've lost all our footage from Big and Little Crystal Creek. We had some pretty cool footage on there of underwater and swimming with fish and stuff, and you'll just have to imagine it now.
At least we're still in one part.
One part or one piece?
One piece.
Yeah. Oh well, we better make like drowned rats and keep going down the river, I suppose.
Feels a bit better now.
Nice relaxing paddling.
Yeah. Get rid of the rapids and the rough stuff. This is how I imagined out there.
What do we do?
Come on, go straight.
Oh my God!
Emptying a bit of water out of our fire. So we finished, got to the end, which actually happens to be our campsite where we are. So we've left here, we're staying here, and then you give him a ring, ping Paul a ring, and he comes down and picks you up with the kayaks and takes you back to your car back at the start. So Dan's just gone. He'll go get the car, and I'll stay here with the kids. But on finished, what did we get?
Free ice cream!
It gave us all an ice cream, including the big kids as well. We all got one.
Even Mum and Dad.
So yes, we may have lost our GoPro, but we had fun, didn't we? We will need a new one. Was it a good trip?
Yeah.
That's good. You had lots of fun then. Alrighty, let's eat our ice cream then.
Yep.
Do I have what it takes to make you fall in love with me? Am I the real deal or just another one of those who fake it?
So I'm off on a solo mission to try and retrieve the lost GoPro. I know where I lost it. It is quite deep and it is really fast flowing water, so 50-50 whether I find it, but it's got all our footage on there for a couple of days worth of cool stuff, so we really devoed that we lost it. Yeah, when we got picked up by Paul, the owner here, mentioned it to him and he said, look, you're welcome to come back and grab one of my single kayaks and go down and have a look if you like. So I'm going to go do that now by myself. Only issue is it is flowing and the chances of getting back up the creek to here, even though it's probably only 500 metres down there, the chances of getting back up here is pretty much none. So I'm basically going to have to look for the GoPro and yeah, whether I'm successful or not, either way I think I'm going to be doing the 9k paddle by myself again. So 18k's of paddling today. Lucky it's all downstream though, eh? Wish me luck. So I've been diving for about 15 minutes, so I can't find it, but the water's flowing so fast, it could have literally wound up anywhere within the next 5k's, so I don't know, I'm going to have to call it soon I think, but have a look at this. This is where we binned it, so keep in mind it was a 3-seater kayak, or a 2.5-seater kayak, like very, very long. And I had an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old in with me. And we had to get over that. I can't even walk against this, it's flowing that quick. Yeah, somehow Jess and Riley didn't fall out, but basically we come onto it and beached ourselves. Then they hit us, which pushed us sideways. We fell out. We stopped them falling out by falling onto us. And then there were 2 single kayaks coming behind us with 2 ladies on it. Both of those fell out as well, so that tells you something.
Do I have what it takes to make you fall in love with me?
What are you doing, mate?
The real deal or just another one? Those who fake you.
Well, we were unsuccessful, well I was unsuccessful at getting the GoPro back yesterday, so that pretty much wasted our whole afternoon trying to do that and doing it a second time. But anyway, Paul was really good, come and picked up the kayak this morning, lent it to us for nothing, so thanks very much for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least we can say we tried to get it back now. So we're in Babinda still, so there's nowhere to go and replace it or look at replacing it, so we're just filming on my phone at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. We do use the phone a bit anyway, so shouldn't be too bad. It rained again all last night and it's all real wet and miserable. It's supposed to be rainy for the next few days and maybe clearing up on Saturday, so yeah, but we're moving on to Cairns today, but we haven't had a chance with all the rain to go and do Josephine Falls and the Babinda Boulders, which is why we stayed here. So we've just pulled up at Josephine Falls, so we're going to go and have a bit of a walk into that and then check that out, and then go and check out Babinda Boulders and probably get a pie and a sausage roll from the Babinda Bakery, which apparently is a must do, so
Yes.
I'll let you know about that. It is what it was shut
Shut Monday, Sunday and
shut
Mondays.
Sunday and Monday, so they're the 2 days we've been here. So
Yeah.
today's our only day we've been able to get anything from there so far, so I reckon lunch from there is probably the go.
Yeah.
So let's go and check out this waterfall.
Sounds good.
Daddy, where are the lizards?
Just while we're walking in too, we just want to say with Babinda kayaking, yes, we lost the GoPro and it did put a bit of a sour on it for us, but it was still an awesome experience.
Definitely.
100% recommend it. Paul is a really lovely guy that can't do enough for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's a great experience. I think we just underestimated it a little bit. We should have.
We packed too much stuff as well, and he did give us directions and instructions and stuff, but it also just, when you're on the water, you're like, yeah, but then when you're on the water, you sort of forget about a few things. And
he does give you dry boxes to put your valuables in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was prepared. We didn't take it seriously. The other thing I think is there was that one spot, and it's obviously dependent on the river. So it's just rained for a whole week
and so
before we did it. So obviously the flow is going to be up. It was going to be more of an experience than what it normally is. So I think that played a part as well. But definitely do it if you're up here.
And also being in the bigger kayak as well.
Yeah,
the
and
longer kayak.
if you're in a single kayak, you can obviously handle that stuff a lot easier than a big kayak that beaches on things. Looks like Cal's running on the path and just had a buster, so we better go and sort that out, I suppose. Don't run on wet tracks, kids. So pretty through here. And see some really, really interesting fauna and flora. Weird mushroom, hey Kens?
Let's get going.
Alright, the creek's there too.
That's
That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 700 metre walk from the car park to the falls, but it's a pretty easy level grade walk. It's not up or downhill, and it's a beautiful walk in. It's just one of those picturesque walks that you do it and you don't even realise you've done it. So much to look at.
Little baby fish. Those are just there.
Yeah,
Right there.
and a shrimp.
They got one
So we've left Josephine Falls. It was really cool, as you'll see. Come just another chaos up the road and you come to the Golden Hole. There's no one here. You can swim at Josephine Falls. You don't swim at the Golden Hole, as tempting as it sounds. Apparently there's crocodiles here, so don't go near the water's edge. But look how pretty it looks. That's the hard part about being up here, is that everything looks so inviting and so lovely. It's not your dirty, murky waters that you'd expect to have crocodiles in. So nice. We left the kids in the car for this one while we had a quick look. Such pretty water around Babinda.
It's a bit cold though.
Waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh, waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh, waiting for the sunshine. Waiting for the sunshine. Ooh.
Default.